Thanks for your interest in OrderTrac, a sales and inventory tracking system designed to handle custom orders, which is especially useful for Amish furniture. The overall purpose of OrderTrac is to track your custom orders and inventory like no other barcode inventory program out there right now. It supports multiple computers, so you could have computers in accounting and back in the warehouse and at the front desk, and everybody could be using it at the same time. Constant backups are being made so that your data is safe and you don't lose any vital customer information. Reports are created so that you can view your vital business information and tax reports and all that. And another important feature is the ability to fax order forms directly to vendors through OrderTrac. Alright, this first tab is the dashboard, and this is where you get an idea of just how business is going. What the first thing you see over here is the attention needed panel, and where you see payments due, so you can get on top of payments that you're expecting so you don't miss out on a payment, and also ordered items that are overdue for arrival so you can avoid problems there. A snapshot just gives you a quick little update on where each item stands throughout the order process, and a sales chart to see how this year's sales compare to last year's sales. Okay, this next tab is the Customers tab. Now, the Customers tab is simply where you manage your customers, create new customers, delete customers, edit customers, search for customers. You can even export a customer list. You can also show invoices for customers, create a new invoice, or map a customer. Alright, next up is the Invoices tab, and this is where you manage all your invoices, create new invoices, or search for old invoices. I'm going to open up an invoice here. Here's all your customer information, customer notes. You have employee, the date of the sale, whether or not it's a quote or just a real sale. You have order notes, and then here you have all your items. And then at the bottom you have all your payments, whether it's financing, or a down payment, or a layaway. You can email a receipt directly to the customer, or else you can print it. If I print it, it looks like this. You can have a custom logo, all of your store information, payments, customer information, and all of your items. You have the type of an order on the side here, whether or not it's taxed on this side. And at the bottom you have all of your totals, including discounts, taxes, and balance dues. You have legal information here, a place for a customer's signature, and even some tax information on the store copy, and also a copy for the customer. The next tab is the Items tab. This is where you view all of the items in the system. You can even filter by status at the top, whether it's to be ordered, on order, on hand, etc. At the bottom is where you can edit the status of each item. And over here is where you can order inventory for store stock. This is also the page where you would order items from the vendor with the vendor order form. Once all the details are filled out, you can email, fax, or print this order form. The order form looks like this once it's printed, with all the vendor and store information and then all the item details. The next tab is the Receiving tab, and this is a list of all items that you are expecting on the next shipment that are on order. You can view a receiving list, which makes receiving the items on shipment a lot easier. You have a barcode, you have the customer's name, when the item was ordered, and when the estimated arrival date specified to the customer. If it's red, that means it's over that date. Receiving is easy using these two tools at the bottom. You can either receive by barcode number, or you can just receive manually using this list. The next tab is the Vendors tab. This is where you add, edit, and delete your vendors. You can also order items from vendors in batches rather than ordering them one by one. You can fax a quick message to the vendor if you just want to send them a quick note. And you can manage your vendor invoices for each item. You can search by PO number or vendor. And for each item, you can view all of the vendor invoices for that item. Over here is where you would add and edit all the vendor invoices, and you can see the different statuses for those vendors' invoices. The next tab is the Reports tab, and this is an important tab because this allows you to get detailed information about your business. Some of those reports include sales, payments received by the day, so you can track money coming in and money coming out. You can track sales by employee for rewards. You can view taxes collected. One important list is the vendor pickup list. The vendor pickup list can be used to give to a shipping company who picks up the items at the vendor, because this list is grouped by the vendor where the item will be picked up. Another neat report is the daily status report, and this sales snapshot is emailed to you once a day at the end of the day, which details to you the total sales for the day, total payments received, and how many sales there were. It details the items sold and the payments received. This can give you a good idea of the daily sales if you're traveling. You can also view any of these reports from the OrderTracInventory.com website, also if you're traveling. Please view our website, OrderTracInventory.com, to get some additional information about the program. Also, visit the download page to download a free trial of this program so you can try it out as long as you want for free and to see if this will work for you. And as always, please let me know if you have any questions at all. I'd be glad to help you out.